talk a lot about identity. Why am I so obsessed with entrepreneurship? I'm so obsessed with entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship sounds better. It sounds clean. Entrepreneurship. Anyway, why I'm obsessed with being an entrepreneur is because I've had the contrast of experiencing jobs. And I absolutely hate jobs. I am just one of those people that hates jobs. I like to be around people I want to be around. I hate feeling like I have to go to a job and just being around people I just don't give a fuck about or don't want to be around. That's one of the things I hate about jobs. And also, I just don't like the pay. I don't like shit pay. And so I knew that pretty early in my life, and I've always run a business to an extent that I could with raising kids at the same time. But because I've had the contrast, I was able to create an online business through YouTube with my ex-partner, and it gave me the ability to do what I want, literally do what I want, say what I want, promote what I want, and coach people. I love life coaching. I love life coaching. Every business I've had, fitness and health, there is a huge part of that business that entails life coaching. But life coaching in both my businesses, fitness and health and relationship business, which is the one I ran on YouTube with my ex, is essential. You're helping people evolve and move through stages of development in their life. So yeah, having experienced that, and particularly the relationship business on YouTube that I ran with my ex, we had so much fun, man. Every day we would get up and we would do what we wanted to do. We would have breakfast when we wanted. We would go for a swim because we lived meters from the beach. We would sit there and create content together, literally brainstorm content. Sometimes we'd have a huge pad and texters, and we'd be brainstorming our business. Then we'd come home, we'd have some more food, and then we'd be and we were vegan back then, so a lot of whole foods, a lot of fresh food, lots of smoothies. And then we would come back and we would be okay, let's do a video, let's work on our website, let's build our landing page. And it was just that over and over again, being my own boss. It's the best life ever. It is the best life ever. I cannot stand jobs. I hate them. And I think this is the thing that, honestly, I think this is the place people have to be at with their health and their body. If you don't hate it and you still like it, then you're not really going to step out and change it, right? You have to be honest with yourself and be if you're into body positivity and the types of feminisms that promote, bodies are healthy in all shapes and sizes kind of crap, then, or you're kind of suggesting, I had this one person say to me, well, I want to teach my kids that a female body comes in all shapes and sizes. And so being fat is just teaching him that, fat's beautiful. And it's where do we confuse being fat and all shapes and sizes to what's actually healthy? What is really truly healthy? I think they're very different experiences in an individual, where one would be seeing fat to a certain extent as unhealthy and would want to change that, to others who think that's just really beautiful. And so that person's never really going to take health seriously. They're not really going to take fitness seriously. They're going to be the types of people who think the fitness industry is just body dysmorphia. They're just obsessed with dieting, and that's all bad. And it's no, that's actually the good thing, is that diet culture is good. It is not bad. And you have a group of people who spread this ideology that it's actually a bad thing to have an obsession with healthy food, that being a vegan or plant-based or primal, carnivore, fasting is these are all toxic. But they're not, because they're the things that get you the most healthiest. Whereas the person who's more balanced, who's just, not as extreme and eats what they want and doesn't track their food and doesn't care about walking and exercise and cardio and strength, they're the ones that are getting fat fast. They're the ones that end up, in their 50s and 60s who are not in good shape and end up having more health problems. So this is the thing, you do have to hate the thing that you want to change. And in my experience, I hate a fat body, and I also hate a job. So those two motivators for me, the fact that I hate those things, drives me. It gives me ambition to change the things that I don't want in my life.